Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's a bit of a challenge to get started today. I think it's the topic that I chose that is making it not so easy, but I'm doing this. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Yolanda, Sihlali, and today today more than I am doing a vlog, or what do you call it, another one of those stories. I'm just gonna touch on a hectic subject. Well, it's not that deep for other people, but it is for some of us. So I thought I should try to do things differently. But before I get into dip, you remember I told you about side notes? So I'm gonna try this again. Here's my side note for the day. I'll try to give it enough time on screen. So I thought today I'll make a diary entry instead of a typical vlog. So I will try to tell the story the way I would if no one else was listening. If only I was talking to myself, with myself, and by myself. And see how that goes. Like a diary entry. Dear diary. Yesterday, and I think maybe for a few days now, I've been thinking about sharing with you. However, it's not been the easiest to get to. It got deeper and more pressing when friends of mine and acquaintances have been celebrating their daughters' birthdays. Have been celebrating their daughters' birthdays. That I felt deeper. I felt more strongly about what I'm going to tell you. And I guess I felt triggered because it's been almost 11 years, 12, if you count when it actually began. It's been 12 years since this all happened, and healing process differ with every single person. We heal differently. We don't take the same amount of time to get over things. Sorry. I was triggered way too, and then I was like, flip, it's been this long. So I moved to Cape Town in 2007, December of 2007, and then almost a year of living in Cape Town with my mother. I used to visit Gary, but this time I was living here. Almost a year later, I fell pregnant. And how old was I? I tried to remember, I think 14 or 15, 14 or 15. I fell pregnant. I think when this happened, it was my first time having sex with consent. So it was my first time choosing to do it. It was not my first time ever having sex, but it was definitely the first time I gave consent and said yes to it. And I happened to fall pregnant that time with this charming, very sexy, he looks like Tupac, boy that was probably a year or two older than me. So it wasn't that, like, probably 2 or 3 years older than me. He looks like Tupac, I swear. So at the time I could say I had fallen deeply in love, and then I was just letting go. You know, when you let go of the things that had broken you. And I know I was young, so you might say, no, you don't have things that broke you. But you don't know me. So you don't really. So it happened, and then it was in October, fruit birthday month, and then I didn't know, obviously. And when I was a kid, like when I was in my early teens, my periods were never consistent. I would have a period and then months would go past and then I'd have a period again. So missing my period was never something that made me think anything of anything, because I missed my period like 3 times or 4 times a year. So it happened in October, then November, then December. Actually, I think it happened either October or November. And then I started to get symptoms in December. I remember I was at home, Eastern Cape, and I was babysitting my cousin, who was probably a few months old and was very drawn to me. I think that was another symptom I should have noted. He was very drawn to me. He'd want to spend time with me all the time, and apparently they can feel each other. Babies have that power. This one time I'm babysitting him, and maybe it will not make sense to you in your culture, but in Xhosa culture, correct me if I'm wrong, these things happen. Firstly, babies get drawn to you when you're pregnant. Secondly, English just went out. So I was babysitting, and then, okay, obviously kids piss on themselves all the time, but this time it was different because it overflowed from even the nappy, and the nappy was not that heavy before that time. So I took him home, and then uncle dealt with that, and I was sleeping a lot, like literally all day. My cousins would be like, turn out to meet but I didn't know shit. I was too young for that shit, so I didn't give a shit. Like, I would sleep and not be stressed about it. I mean, get December, what else can I be doing at my age? Where am I gonna go? I don't even go out. And I grew up without a lot of friends, so it's not like I'm just gonna go visit friends. I can just sleep. So came back to Cape Town January for back to school vibes, and I would get nauseous for no reason at all. I'd get sick. The smell of guava made me sick, and I'd crave istudu at 10 p.m. Who wants cereal at 10 p.m.? And I'm not talking cereal. Istudu, sepapa, no mili at 10 p.m. And I guess those were the signs. Don't really have a lot of morning sickness, but literally the smell of guava would make me sick. So one time I got sick, I don't know what was wrong, and then mom took me to the doctor, and then obviously guys asking what's going on, what is she feeling, no. Mind you, by the time I was taken to the doctor, I had already started figuring it out myself that this is possible. And I had already starting to feel something inside of me, and I already had a little bit of a bond. Yeah. So we went to the doctor, and he asked, okay, so what's going on? What's the problem? How are you feeling? Young or not? The normal shit doctors ask. He didn't ask me about sexuality and sex activity. He just said, okay, get on the bed, lay on your back. So I did that, and then he feels my stomach, and he's like, 20 weeks pregnant. 20 weeks just by feeling my stomach. Hi son, I'm a degree. So then I discovered that I was pregnant with my mom in the room. And then the doctor's like, you've got options. It's 20 weeks, so you can't do it the legal way anymore. But there's information on polls and all that shit about what you need to do, and a number you can call. So call those people, go there, it will be sorted out for you. Mind you, me, I just found out that I'm pregnant. Okanye just got confirmed to me that I'm pregnant. And no one is considering me in this room because he went straight to giving us abortion options without even trying to figure out how I feel or what I want. And he just gave my mother options. But go there, do that. And I literally, they had the whole conversation together without me in the room, and like with me in the room, but basically without me. And then that was that decision made over my life, suggested by a doctor, qualified doctor, who is supposed to be considering health issues, not advising on illegal abortion options. So we go, and I don't remember having much of a conversation with my mother about this, outside her complaining about how much it's gonna cost her now for me to have an abortion. Never once was I asked, was there a conversation with me about what's happening, about how I'm feeling, about my wishes and my point of view. Sure, okay, fine. We found out. She comes home. Oh no, on our way home, we pass a bus stop. Yes, Moseko election. The bus stop was near posters, safe abortion. We pass the bus stop, and then she picks one of those things, and we get home. She makes the call. She tells them she makes the call. She makes the appointment. And then I think a day or two later, she's like, okay, my son. I think the moment it was confirmed that I'm pregnant is the moment my baby started acting up. Acting up in the sense that she was moving more. She was visible more, and she was there, man. I remember I already had given her a name, so from here on I'm gonna refer to her as Umil. So mama is like, let's go, and this is what's gonna happen. And then we went to this place in Mandalay, close to the station. Well, it was there then. We went, so the lady is busy asking me questions, and she asked me how far along am I, and I'm like 5 weeks. I said, well, you don't, 5 months, sorry. She's like, you don't look like it's been 5 months, but okay. And then I was taken to a room, and they inserted 2 pills inside of me, down there. 2 pills, and I was told to go home. I'll give birth eventually. Like, oh, they were like, okay, you must go home. If you don't give birth in the next 24 hours, call us. Sure. Then I go home and then carry on like it's a normal day with I don't know when it started. Oh, actually the first day, the first 24 hours went by like nothing happened. So obviously she's gonna call again. In my heart and in my mind I'm like, yes, second chance. Oh, maybe We can fight. We can fight for this. But how? How? I don't have a say in this. She called, the lady now are starting to get sick. So the lady came to my house. So they also do home visits. She came over and then I think she inserted 2 more pills and then left. And then I started feeling sick, puking all over the place, having contractions, bleeding all over the place, and then crying. I think my cousin was staying at my house that time and we shared a room. But that night my mom was like, no, I'm gonna have to sleep in her bed tonight. I guess she has to watch over me. So I remember a point where I couldn't sit still or lay down or stay in one position for a while. So I've been moving left, right, like being on top of her and just doing a lot of crazy shit. She was sleeping peacefully. And well, I don't know if peacefully is a word for how she was sleeping, but she was sleeping like nobody's business. I think then I got to a point where my water broke and I was in labor. Giving birth to a fetus. Yeah. So that happened. Giving birth to a fetus. And then this lady has the nerve to look at it and try to figure out if it was a boy or a girl. And try and show me this tiny thing. And wrapping it up in newspaper and a plastic bag and getting rid of it. And then I was supposed to go back for cleaning, I think, after the whole process. But I never wanted to see the place again. And I just never wanted to do anything that has to do with the place that took away my child. So I didn't go. I just refused to. Eventually, I think I get it, the body works in its own way. Once it does its own thing. Figures itself out. Cleans itself. So I was like, and yeah, I've had enough of this. You are happy now. There's no child anymore. So just leave me be. I think that is the day I can safely say that's when I lost respect for my mother. And I'm not afraid to say it. That's when I lost respect for her. That's when mother-daughter relationship faded. That's when the dynamics were changed completely. You know, I get it, it's clear what you want. I think it would get to a point where I'd need a new school shoe, and she'd remind me of the day she paid for my abortion. If I need a new jersey, if my hair needs a new style or whatever, I always have to remember that one day, or that one incident where she spent so much money on the child that I never had. And for a long time I wasn't happy at all with her, because she also happened to be a Sunday school teacher. Now all those kids keep filling my house on a random Sunday. Why? I'd rather have my own child. Wake me up at 2 a.m. than these kids that I don't give a shit about, because clearly you love every other child out there except for your own grandchild. So I was bitter, I guess, for a while. I think our relationship is getting better now, but that's a topic for another day. I think I'm gonna have to do a part 2 where I get into how I managed to get through the turmoil of losing a child, and what made me feel better, because there was a point where I used to believe that I might never be able to have children again, but I did things, I found ways to make me believe that it's possible, or move on, or survive that part of my life. But that's gonna be on a different video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. This is Yolanda again. Please be sure to like, comment, tell me your story. I'd like to know, honestly. I strongly believe that the things we go through, when we're going through it, you often think that perhaps you're the only one who has felt this pain. But I swear to you, there's someone out there who has had it worse, and there's someone out there who is feeling it right now, or there's someone out there who has felt it before you, and just me telling this bit of my story is probably gonna heal someone at some point, I hope. So if you feel I've touched on a topic that gets to you and it makes you feel all type of ways, please tell me, comment down below. If you don't want to say it publicly, I've linked my social media handles, so DM me, I will respond. And share, make sure you share it with a friend. One, maybe a friend you know has dealt with something like this, or a friend who is going through something like this right now, or maybe someone you might know who might need to hear what I just said. Share with them, you know. And subscribe because I need subscribers. Besides that, man, content similar to this I'm bringing out, among other crazy stories. Some of them are fun, some of them are crazy, 100% based on what I've gone through. I will tell you if it's someone else's inside, but it's 100% me. So let's get to know each other. You know something about me now. Tell me something about you. I love you. Bye.